Everybody ready?
Yes. Wait, what are we talking about first?
I guess we're gonna talk about welcome everyone to the Three Cynics Gaming Podcast, brought to you by frustrating days and the anticipation of playing Battleborn. This is time we could be playing Battleborn, so you better appreciate it. I think we're gonna talk about Amazon first. Yeah. So, Nate had a horrible day that he doesn't want to talk about, so we'll let him be. Mark, how was your day?
Well, it was a good day. I took a partial day. So, boss man, if you hear this, oh well, I was sick. He's 86. He ain't listening to this.
Has no idea what a podcast is.
No, I had to explain it to him twice now, so I think he's got some kind of an idea.
If you had to explain it twice, he probably does not have an idea.
Probably not, but he's 86. All he understands is I'm listening to people talk in my ear.
Sweet. I mean, that's an accurate statement.
But then me and Clay played some Battleborn and got fucked on the first mission. So it was perfect. It was great. I had a good time.
Like 47 minutes into the mission, and it crashed our computers and dumped the video we were recording. It was
Sweet.
It was shit, is what
Fuck
it was.
Fuck that noise.
Yeah, fuck that noise every bit. I also took a half day. It's been pretty fun. I started drinking early, and got a sweet setup going here in the studio apartment. I think I'll reappropriate that phrase. This is my studio apartment. Anyhow.
There's a comma in there for the listeners.
Yeah. So, let's get right into this. Probably a short one today, guys. Maybe you'll get lucky. But Amazon is putting new games or premium games or whatever games I guess they think qualify behind the Prime paywall. Now, this doesn't affect me because I'm a Prime member, and I imagine you guys are too.
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's what's up.
Prime is the shit. Now, not everybody orders enough shit through Amazon to justify Prime.
But I don't order that much shit from Prime. But for Christmas alone, it's worth the $99.
Yeah, and you get a movie service, and you get a
Well,
music
and
service, and
music
you get an
service,
Audible book service.
Yes.
It's sweet. It's a good deal.
Yes.
Just for me and Donna, who only mainly ship around birthdays and Christmas, dude, it's worth $100 all by itself. Which he's like, it's $15 to ship that. I'm like, fuck.
Oh yeah, plus the speed of Prime shipping is the shit.
I would be willing to bet that as much as Amazon ships, they probably pay less than $1 a package.
Probably so.
Maybe, but
Even if how much they making off that $99, plenty.
Oh yeah, I'm just saying that that when I worked for Company A, they had a deal with the USPS, and we paid like $1.05 a package to ship. So,
oh wow.
yeah, so they probably pay under $1 to ship each package, at least within the continental United States. Granted, this was 12 years ago, but
Yeah, but I mean, Amazon does such bulk business. You know they got to get a deal. But I mean, I guess we should talk about the effects on the consumer, really.
well, there are no effects because they redacted.
No way.
There's an update down at the bottom that says they appeared to have reversed their decision because it was a dumbass decision.
Well, fuck this topic.
Let's just
then.
with Best Buy and GameStop and, you know, Walmart and Target and 9 million other places you can buy video games, let's just put those same video games behind the Amazon paywall. Yeah, that's a good idea.
See how that works out.
Smart.
All right, well, that was dumb, and they were wise to redact it or retract it.
Retract, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, moving on. Call of Duty is space warfare. I'm going to have the trailer playing right up here. I might have to redact this because, you know, anyway.
Reasons.
Yeah, because we might get called on it. Anyhow, so super excitement about Call of Duty? Huh?
I think it's kind of funny to watch the dichotomy between Call of Duty and Battlefield, because as we know, the new Battlefield is going to be called Eastern Front, which is clearly a reference to World War I or World War II.
That was revealed as a hoax.
Oh, was it? Oh, announced that now.
Motherfuck! I was so mad, and I didn't get a chance until now to tell you.
Oh, well, I'm sad now. I still think it's something they're going to do. I still think they're going to go backwards. They've been posting a lot of Battlefield 1942 stuff. But it's just funny to watch Call of Duty Halo Edition. And
But the thing that kills me about it is this is Advanced Warfare, or yeah, was it Advanced Warfare? Did the
it's
Far
Infinite
Future,
Warfare. Yeah, it's
and then
Infinite Warfare.
Black Ops 3 did the Far Future Warfare, and now Call of Duty Infinite Warfare is the far future. This is nothing new, and I
No.
don't
And
understand
did you watch
what there
the
is to be
trailer?
hyped about it. Yeah, I have.
It looks like I don't know. It looks dumb.
It looks like Black Ops 3. I've had my share of time with Black Ops 3, and it looks like Black Ops 3, except it has, the Infinity Ward sort of aesthetic.
I was going to say, I think we can both, well, all of us can agree that Infinity Ward has always done a better job than Treyarch.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they might do it right, but it's still going to be dumb. It's let Call of Duty die.
Yeah.
No, let it die for like 3 or 4 or 5 years, and then come back with Advanced Warfare or whatever, and it would work.
No.
I'm telling
Incidentally,
you.
Mark, what you don't want to talk about, this is how Blizzard does it. So anyway, because they're part of Activision now, which is Call of Duty. But anyway,
Yes.
I think it's funny that they're re-releasing Modern Warfare, a enhanced edition or whatever the fuck they call it, nonsense, stupid
Yeah,
shit.
that's our next topic, yeah.
No, it's the same topic.
I guess it is, yeah.
It's the same topic. But anyway, I think it's hilarious because I think they're going to sell way more copies of that than they will of Infinite Warfare.
Well, you have to buy Infinite Warfare to get the Modern
Yes, you
Warfare.
Yeah.
Oh, do you?
Yeah,
Yes,
this
you
is
do.
an article from Forbes' Paul Tassi. And he's pretty sure that the Modern Warfare remaster is going to overshadow Infinite Warfare. And I think it's likely because, Modern Warfare was pretty much the best Call of Duty.
Ever. Yeah, it
For
was.
nostalgia's sake, it's by far the best.
It
But-
was really good game.
We're
Clay.
talking
We
about the
played a
first
ton of
one?
that.
Or
Yeah.
Modern Warfare 4, whatever?
No,
Call
Call
of Duty
4.
4 Modern Warfare. Yeah,
Yes.
the
yeah,
first
yeah.
one.
Okay. Yes, that thing was awesome.
It was other than playing with Rob, it was the best.
Yes, it was the best one of them all.
Yeah, so it's going to be coming in new HD super graphical stuff.
But explain this to me. Who is
Alright.
still playing Call of Duty?
Lots and lots of people. Millions of people.
Yes,
Why?
millions
Are
upon
you
millions.
not tired of
I don't
spending
know.
$60 on the same game every fucking year?
Well,
Hey, dude, they gave me double jumps, dude.
the thing is, as
You could
their,
get Titanfall for like $1.
as their older audience ages and wanes, the new audience is waxing. The 12 to 20-year-olds who didn't play Modern Warfare, didn't get to see the evolution or whatever you want to call Call of
Damn.
Duty has become. So I'm pretty sure it has a lot to do with new fans more
You
than
just
it does.
called us old.
Well, yeah.
Son of a bitch.
Yes.
The viewers
so
are
old.
seeing us live in action right now.
Oh, yeah.
Right
Oh
now.
yeah, and all the bald spots. Check it out. You see that shit?
Oh, you don't want to compare bald
I
spots,
got
Mark.
my
I got you
Nicolas
beat.
Cage going on right there.
All right, I got you beat on bald spots, Mark. Okay?
I mean, that's fair.
And
but
listeners, if you're worried about my liquid consumption rate, it's astronomically high. So you've already seen me take like 36 drinks since we've started. So I've already refilled twice.
Cheers. Well,
I like liquid.
I don't know. I'm not going to buy Infinite Warfare to get Modern Warfare, but I imagine there's quite a number of people who will. Guess maybe we wish them luck on that.
I would love a good shooter again.
Don't care.
So I would.
I'll buy the new I'll buy a new Battlefield long before I'll buy a new Call of Duty.
Yeah.
See, I'm the
plus,
exact opposite though.
we played Modern Warfare for 2 years straight. I already know what that game has to offer. I've already experienced it. And it being prettier won't change what it is.
Well, I think it's been proven time and time again. The prettiness of a video game is irrelevant for the most part. Stop it. Stop with the super awesome graphics on everything. We don't need it. It's cool. League of Legends is impossibly huge, and it has the graphics of a Super Nintendo game.
It's pretty
cool.
bad.
People love it. Sweet. Good for them. Enjoy
Yeah.
it.
Yes, please
But
do.
we don't need super graphics. You don't need super graphics are nice. I've spent money on a video card so I could have super graphics, but I don't need super graphics.
No.
So,
Yeah.
Still,
But still, I mean, you're going to get a lot of people that want to have the remastered edition. So, but they'll force you into Advanced Warfare, which I don't really see why, because each new Call of Duty is the greatest new seller ever, right? So
it's Infinite Warfare, Mark.
whatever.
And I would bet you money that if they sold it separately on the same day, that Advanced or Call of Duty Modern Warfare would outsell Infinite Warfare.
That's why they put it
I would put
together.
money behind it.
That we put it together so we could just make you buy one, and we'll just give you the other one.
Yeah,
Duh.
not to divide their market, I
Yeah.
guess. Huh?
Yeah. Well, no, you don't want to cast them off.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe people want space. I mean, is there a good space shooter that exists right now?
Black Ops 3.
Space?
It's not space,
shooter?
though.
No,
So,
no, there's not a good sci-fi shooter. I mean, you can still play Titanfall. I played it the other day. It was fucking sweet. Beat
Hold
a
on.
level I'd never beat before, but
Oh, hold on. Is there a space shooter?
like
Because
define space.
there are scenes in the trailer that are 99% chance happening from the story mode that people will play for 5 minutes and get sick of them fighting actually in space, not just like on a planet.
Oh, there's lots of space simulators like Eve Online and
Yeah, but that's not a first-person shooter.
yeah. And the what's the upcoming one? No Man's Sky is being touted a lot, but as of right now, all I can think of is Planet Side 2, which a lot of people still love.
So maybe they're looking. See, this is how Blizzard fucking does it. Blizzard Activision. They just look for the market and then repolish the same crap they've been polishing for 20 years.
It's really shiny shit.
but it works for them. So,
Oh, I'm not
works. It
hating on
makes
their
sense.
marketing strategy. They're Apple. They're Apple of the video game industry. Let me keep selling you the same thing with one new feature every year.
and you keep buying it.
No, I don't. But people do.
Not you, but people do.
People do keep buying it, and that's weird. But I mean, I'm not knocking their strategy. I'm just not going to participate and buy their games. I'm not interested in that.
Ooh, this is where I found a secret in the Solus project by going off the beaten path. Dragon
Nobody else
Age
is
Inquisition
watching.
taught me that.
All right, somebody might be watching you, but nobody cares.
Look, here comes the secret. I know you guys can't see it, but the viewers can. Bam, bonus. Okay, moving on.
No.
Okay,
fine.
so I found this GameSpot article
No, you
from
didn't.
Eddie Makich on April 29th that listed some, I thought, were interesting statistics from the ESA, that's the Entertainment Software Association, which was a pretty huge survey, 4,000 American households. I mean,
That's not a lot.
Which a lot of times you hear surveys, it's like 1,200, 1,700.
This is why I hate statistics.
Yeah, they are skewed. They are skewed by their sample, but it still gives you an idea of what the world is like. And I'm happy to say that I am the average gamer at 35 years of age. Right there, viewers, check it out. 35 years
Hold
old.
on.
I
Hold
am
on.
the mean.
Let me explain to you how that doesn't work, actually.
All right.
How statistics don't actually affect our lives.
No.
Okay? If you go to an area where there's a high percentage of rape and you don't get raped, you're not really the lucky one. There's just lots of rape that happen in that area because it's an awful area for rapists.
No, it's
Okay.
a great area for rapists.
No, it's awful because they're raping people.
No, it's awful for the rapees.
I mean, the rapists are going to get caught anyway. But it's just like if you can do a survey about violence and you're in somewhere where a lot of violence happens and then say 70% of Americans are affected by violence in their daily lives, well, I'm not. That's bullshit. You're just going to an area where there's lots of violence so you can get the statistics to look the way you want them to. I hate statistics. They're so dumb.
Yeah, it can be skewed by unscrupulous statisticians. But let's look at some of the other stuff. 59% of gamers are men, 41% are women. That's nothing new. But women aged 18 years of age or older outnumber boys 18 years or younger that play video games. So the teenage boy isn't the majority anymore. Not even compared to women. So that's pretty awesome.
But what are they talking about when they say gamer? Are they
Playing
talking
video games.
I understand that, but are we specifying down to sitting down at a computer, sitting down at a console, or holding that shit in my fingers and playing with the phone?
It's playing on a device capable of playing games.
Okay, yeah, but now, so my phone.
Yeah, that's a perfectly good gaming device.
It is fantastic. I love it to death. You know, everybody that knows me knows that. I love my phone. But if you sat down to, broke it down to sit down numbers, who sits down and plays a game? I bet you it ain't more women than men.
Hold on.
On a dedicated system?
Yeah, like or like a PC or even a console.
Yeah, there's no way, dude. The women like the phones.
Probably, yeah. My wife plays way more on her tablet than she does on her PC, and she's always been a gamer. So, but that's anecdotal. But
that's very true.
According to Clay's massive 4,000-person survey, each person represents 79,750 people in the United States. Can you speak for 79,000 people, Clay?
Well, the thing is, they have to interview these people in person so they aren't skewed by people's biases, their confirmation biases, or their, the acceptability bias. Remember that thing that Jim Sterling did on coffee, how everybody wants a rich, dark roast, but that's a fat load of shit because they're actually just answering the way they believe that the surveyors want them to answer? Yeah. If you were to do a complete survey, it would have to be on the internet, right? And
theoretically,
it would be completely skewed by goofballs and liars. Guaranteed. You could never get a complete sample because it just wouldn't work. So, yeah, statistics are flawed. I just thought it was interesting, dick.
It's not interesting if it's flawed.
Dick?
Well, it's not interesting if it's flawed. I can lie to you all you want.
Yeah,
well, you want me to lie to you?
Can be interesting.
I poop Skittles.
Yeah?
Lies.
Dude, you can make a lot of money.
You can't prove that I don't.
We're going to get through this shit real quick. Metro.co.uk reported on the 28th of April that PlayStation Network, that is not the PlayStation or its hardware or physical games sold, the PlayStation Network itself made more money than the whole of Nintendo in 2015.
Hold on. Listeners, it's a slow news week. All right, go ahead.
It was horrible.
Did you guys go through Kotaku? Like 90% of their articles are like, this guy plays Pokemon.
Yeah. dude, I went through IGN, and I've been meaning to rail on IGN and their ilk. You can get through the first 2 pages and see 1, maybe 2 gaming stories. The rest is all Game of Thrones and Doctor Who or whatever. Doctor Who.
Shit nobody cares about.
Yeah.
Well,
lots of people care about it, but we don't. So anyway, this is, I guess, a continuation of our discussion last week about how Nintendo doesn't know how to make money anymore. And I'm not exactly sure how they're going to fund their future projects. It's kind of... I don't know.
How is Nintendo doing in Japan? How are they doing in America?
I don't know. We saw their total revenue. What was your
$161 million?
Yeah.
It depends on what size they're going for. Like
that's not even the cost of one Battlefield game.
But do they have to be a juggernaut? Can they be a small player in the game and still make money?
I don't know.
Not that that's what I want them to be. I'm just saying that if they aren't making a ton of money and it's by design, that's okay. I mean, obviously they want to make more money and they probably want to be a powerhouse, but they might not necessarily have that in them anymore. So they might just want to be a small player in the game until they can recuperate.
Yeah, plus they can get loans to build new hardware.
So the only way, I hate to say it, and I don't understand how people are affected by marketing, because very rarely have I ever seen an advertisement and thought, I gotta go get that, no matter what it is. Most of the time, I'm like, that commercial's stupid. I'm never buying your fucking product.
When I walk through the aisle and see Tide, I flick it off.
Incidentally, as a restaurant guy, okay, a guy who works in restaurants. I'm not a restaurateur. I don't own a restaurant. But
No, I didn't know what that word meant, obviously.
as a guy who spent his entire, most of his adult life in restaurants, stop putting advertisements in your goddamn menus. That annoys the shit out of me. It makes me not want to eat at your restaurant anymore.
I've never seen that, Nate.
You've clearly never been to a
Subliminal
Cheesecake
messages are
Factory.
working on Mark.
I went to a Cheesecake Factory once.
So did I.
It's mostly prevalent in places like Cheesecake Factory, Chili's, TGI Fridays, places like that that are attached to a mall, because then they'll have advertisements for the mall.
Oh, I guess
But-
I don't be eating there.
I know you've eaten at a diner, because I've eaten
Of
with you
course.
at a diner that has that little placemat with all the ads on it.
Oh yeah, I don't pay attention to that shit.
Right, that annoys me, because I'm already giving you my money. If
I
you
like
can't make
Waffle
food
House.
cost and labor cost, sorry, I'm railing off on business shit.
Don't get technical, Nate.
I don't know, but anyway,
Wow, 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 wow.
advertisements don't work on me. Very rarely have I ever seen anything except for the quesalupa. That's awesome.
So Taco Bell.
I got sidetracked by the quesalupa. Have you guys had a quesalupa? It's delicious.
I believe you.
I don't eat Taco
Look,
Bell.
this is going to be like a 30-minute podcast. I'm going to piss. We're not taking a real break. I'll be right back.
All right. So anyway, it's all on the point I was trying to get to was that it's all on Nintendo's marketing to make the NX work. They have to be the ones to get behind it in whatever clever marketing scheme there is to make it work. Yeah, nothing on that, Mark?
Well, I mean, not really, but advertisements don't bother me. The only place they bother me is on the internet. Other than that, they don't really bother me too much.
It doesn't bother you that every second of your life virtually you're inundated, at least if you're in public?
I mean, that's
with
true.
some sort of advertisement
It's
or another?
true, but I've been so desensitized, I don't even pay attention to that shit, man.
Oh, it aggravates the shit out
No,
of me.
well,
can't
I
not-
literally don't pay attention.
And now they're talking about putting advertisements on the NBA jerseys? Seriously?
Why not? It's on soccer for the last 20 years or 15 years
Well,
or whatever it
soccer
is. So
sucks. Soccer's not American.
that's true, but it's
Okay.
the biggest sport in the world, and that's what the NBA is going for. They're going for the biggest sport in the world, not America. You can't beat the NFL in America. So
Yes, you can.
you're just
What I
going to
miss-
go out and, do your thing.
We're talking about how they're putting advertisements on NBA jerseys. They're talking about it.
They're already on the WNBA jersey, so it's only
Well,
a
that's
next step
because
to put it
3
on.
people are watching the WNBA.
I don't know
3.
what their numbers are, but it might be 3.
It's probably 3 or 4.
But it's on ESPN, so I doubt it's 3. It's probably like 1,000.
I doubt
Maybe.
it. I mean,
So who
Grandpa
added
did
this,
like to used to watch the WNBA.
Yeah.
So that was weird.
Who added this Mighty Number 9 article?
That's me.
And it's
All right.
awesome.
What do you want to say about it?
It's actually coming out as a lifelong Mega Man fan. You guys know this about me. I love Mega Man from the very first game all the way to the card game to I have a Mega Man air freshener in my car. Mighty Number 9 is one of the most successful examples of Kickstarter gaming. However, it's been pushed back and pushed back and pushed back and pushed back. And now it's finally not. They actually have an actual release date. And they said that they're, what the fuck is the phrasing for it? Where they're actually producing copies of it now. So it's not that they're,
Gone gold.
yeah, they've gone gold. So they actually have an actual release date. And I'm probably going to buy it. I have a very good memory of going to Sarah and Adam's house, and Adam bought Mega Man 2 for his Wii, and he told me about how hard it was, and then I sat there and beat it in 30 minutes without losing a life,
Nice.
because it's not really that hard, it's just awesome. So, I don't know, it's one of those reasons that I'm weary of Kickstarter. It's because this thing's Kickstarter campaign, if I'm correct, started in 2013, and it met its goal very quickly. So here it is 3 years later, and you might finally be getting a product. So even the successful ones that make lots of money and actually put out a product, it's still taking you time, and that's scary.
Yeah, and this Mighty Number 9 has a pretty checkered past when it comes to providing updates to their backers and fans and all that sort of stuff. There have been bits of controversy about it. But by the screenshots, it looks pretty interesting game. Not a game I'll probably play because I was never good enough to get anywhere in Mega Man.
I mean,
But
it's Mega
that's
Man.
cool.
It's made by one of the guys who made Mega Man, and Capcom is ignoring the Mega Man franchise for some reason.
Yeah.
Probably because of all those bunky, garbagey Mega Man Soccer and bullshit they put out on PS2. Probably because of that nonsense. When if they just stuck to their formula of side-scrolling platformer, they'd still be selling tons of copies.
They could have gone to a 3D format and done just fine as well.
This is true. But instead, they chose to veer off to, like, Mega Man Soccer and stupid shit like
Yeah,
that.
and stupid
So
shit because that shit was getting hot. You know what I'm saying? It was starting to get hot.
What, the
So
sports
all this-
adaptations?
all that was starting to get hot. So they were like, "Fuck it, let's do it, cash in."
Well, and that was an era where they were very scared, AAA publishers. They still are. But in that era, they were very scared to produce anything that wasn't the newest, hottest. So to veer away from
that's
that
fair.
and to make a side-scroller was very scary. Which is actually what surprises me that Street Fighter's been alive this long, that they made it through that era.
But did they make a lot during that era?
Probably not, if I had
Yeah,
to
and
guess.
they certainly didn't make a fucking soccer game. So
They probably did. I mean,
well, they might have. That's fair.
there's Dead or Alive Volleyball that just took over the whole Dead or Alive franchise. There's no longer a Dead or Alive. It's just Dead or Alive Volleyball.
People
it
want to
sells-
see booby physics, bro.
I'd say yeah, if it sells and people want to watch
Oh,
titties bounce.
I'm cool with it. I'm just saying, that was the era, so it kind of killed the Mega Man. Though I'm a little surprised that Capcom still hasn't brought the Mega Man franchise back. AAA publishers are just now getting into that you don't have to have a $60 price tag on it. That's my dog with her new hedgehog toy. It makes a wah, wah, wah sound. She loves the shit out of it. I'll just wake up in the middle of bed. She's just chewing on it. But anyway, so I'm a little surprised that they haven't gotten back into it. AAA publishers are just now getting into that. It doesn't have to have a $60 price tag. Because if you put out a brand new 2D side-scroller Mega Man that I'm going to beat in 8 hours, I love Mega Man to death. I'm not paying $60 for it.
No.
If you put out a game I'm going to beat in 8 hours and you put a $15 price tag on it, I'm going to buy it the day it drops.
Oh, you put a $20 price tag on it, I'll buy it.
I'm going to buy it the day it drops. But, because let's be honest, the 2D side-scrollers, they take less to produce in every
At least I hope
aspect.
so.
Unless
I hope so.
they're in some sort of production nightmare, which that's your own damn fault anyway.
Yeah, so they take less to produce monetarily, obviously. So you don't have to charge $60 for it. So hopefully the AAA publishers will continue to learn that lesson and then continue to give me games that I want that aren't the newest, hottest. Mark, you had something to say on Mega Man?
Oh no, I love
Mighty
Mega
number
Man.
9?
Yeah, Mighty number 9. And if you put $20 price tag on it, and I can just order it on my computer and play it with this Trollo right here, I'll probably get that bitch. I used to love the Mega Mans. What was the last one? Like Mega Man 10?
X3 was the...
No, I don't think I played that one. I think the last one I played was Mega Man X or Mega Man 10, whatever it was considered. And I had a blast with all of them, dude. I remember 1, 2, and 3. They were great. Dr. Wily and shit. That shit was awesome. So, but I didn't really like 2D side scrollers. But I will definitely check it out if they're willing to do it. As you can tell by my number I put on there to talk about it.
Right?
Because I enjoyed them a lot, and I'm going backwards in my gaming. I'm gaming less, but I'm going backwards in the style of games I like to play. So so I'll check it out. That's what's up. And if it's in Nate's Steam library, he works nice all the time. I'll just use his shit if I can ever get in it.
Y'all don't like my Steam library. I don't know why, but y'all don't like that shit.
Nate's got like added security measures on his Steam library or something.
Well, you better take them off so I can play Mighty number 9.
All right, so I guess then Nate, you added this Division article as well. Then
Yep, banging on the Division. Gotta bang on the Division.
10-ton hammer. All right, cool. Take this one too. I haven't had a chance to read it.
For you two, 10-ton hammer is an MMO website. They focus on MMOs and stuff.
Cool.
Basically, it's just saying that who is this by? It's by Greg Dodd, and the title is Ubisoft comes up with new plans for cheaters. Basically, it just says that they implemented a new cheat detection method, which finally has allowed them to identify many more players currently using cheat engines in the game. They've already caught more cheaters in the last few days than they had in the total previous week, than total during the previous weeks, which they tout as a good thing. But since I'm an Ubisoft hater, I just say you were doing shit at your job before, because
And now you're doing what you're supposed to. We're supposed to congratulate you.
yeah. And as a result, they'll be handing out the biggest wave of suspensions and bans to date over the course of the next few days. Which again, you're just killing your population. How about you just catch the cheaters? And, make it so they can't cheat anymore. Instead of just worrying about catching them, just make it so they can't fucking cheat. This is new cheat detection methods, but no way of actually stopping them from cheating.
No. Well, deterrence.
Just
getting
fix your
caught
fucking
is your
game.
deterrence. Well, I saw an article earlier today. I'm not even going to bother trying to find it again. But the author described how, in talking to some of his contacts in the business, the only way for them to implement cheat prevention rather than just cheat deterrence, they would have to rewrite their entire net code, which means they would have to completely ditch and recreate the way each client communicates with the game servers. And that would be a huge undertaking that Ubisoft is not going to spend the money on. They're just not going to do it. They put a bunch of very pivotal shit client side that no other multiplayer maker is stupid enough to put client side and just like, maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. It doesn't work.
I'm with Nate on it, though. You should have fixed it from the jump.
And the thing is, you can't give people control of their health, their movement throughout the world, barrier detection to their bullets. You can't put that client side. That is instant vulnerability. And they did.
Brilliant.
If it's on the server side, they can't affect it. The only way they can, if it's on the client side.
Well, guess what? In every MMO I've ever played, people have found a way to play the game for free. When you're putting all of that information client side, I wouldn't be surprised if they don't already have people playing the game for free without ever having bought it.
Yeah.
And that's going to continue to happen. And your 14-day bans are going to be nothing because these people who are smart enough to do this, which is not me, I don't know, I shouldn't say smart, educated enough to do this, they're going to find a way to play your game for free if they want to play your game. So instead of getting anything out of their 14-day ban, they're just going to create their own server client side or a way to hack into your server client side and not have a problem playing your game because you're Ubisoft and you're retarded. And you're used to making single-player games, so you made this with all the information client side. So it's like a single-player game, but guess what? It's not. Also,
It's just so
I think that
silly.
was like a world record for the number of times we could say client side in a 2-minute period.
Nice. That was our last topic. Hold on, I'm gonna bring up.
No, we got
We
more.
are 33 minutes in. No, that was the last one that I put in numbered order.
I know.
Okay.
But we
so
got,
we're gonna talk about how Blizzard does it, and then I think we're gonna wrap this up. It's gonna be a short one.
Damn,
cool.
it's going to be like a 30-minute podcast.
We're already at 35 minutes. It'll be fine. Less
Well,
I have to cut out.
Don't
Maybe
smoke.
they like the shorter format.
I smoked during the podcast. Don't smoke.
Mark, are
Right.
you advertising smoking to the youth?
No, I said
You son
don't.
of a bitch.
I said don't smoke. It's bad.
Is that like saying, don't watch me have sex while having sex in front of someone?
I mean, that's fair. I can be a hypocrite though, because fuck these guys. Who are they?
We
But-
got another article from 10 Ton Hammer, which Nate, I guess, glad-handedly entitled, How Does Blizzard Do It? What do you mean by that, Nate?
Okay. This is an article actually about how Hearthstone reaches 50 million players with Whispers of the Old Gods release. It's an expansion for Hearthstone. I want to know how Blizzard does it. Blizzard has never once come up with anything new or original. Everything they do is a remarketing of stuff other people have done.
And it works.
The MMO was out long before World of Warcraft, and many better games exist over World of Warcraft. Even the most avid World of Warcraft people will tell you that there are better games out there. So, how do you do it? They're certainly not the first online card game, and Hearthstone is far from the best online card game. There's virtually I won't belittle the people who play it. I used to play it, but to me, as a person who grew up in comic book shops, playing Magic the Gathering, playing Legends of the Five Rings, playing Babylon 5, etc., etc., etc.
This nigga just dropped L5R in here.
I
That's
know.
what's up.
I did. But anyway, as a person who grew up playing all that, Hearthstone is more luck than anything else. It's how much money can you spend to get the best cards, and then when do you draw them? That's it. There's much less strategy than any other card game I've ever played.
And there's far more RNG.
Yes. Yeah. So, how the hell does Blizzard always seem to come out on top? They're not the first person to come up with a real-time strategy game, yet StarCraft is far more successful for whatever reason than every other real-time strategy game. They're not the first person to come up with an MMO, yet World of Warcraft is by far the most successful financially MMO. Hearthstone is financially the most successful card game. How do they keep doing it? Nothing they do is original. It's just rebranding of old crap.
Yeah, and I read just yesterday that Heroes of the Storm is stealing market share from League of Legends. I think it might have something to do with aesthetic, Nate. Have you ever noticed? They build all their games on the exact same aesthetic, or something very similar.
Yeah.
No, Diablo.
Fucking Nintendo
Diablo doesn't have the same
64
aesthetic.
graphics and shit.
Well, graphics don't matter. We've discussed that in this episode.
I understand
no,
that.
aesthetics are far more important than graphics, and I think I don't know what is it that appeals. What appeals to players? Gameplay, replayability, end game,
Chewing on my mustache.
and aesthetics. Because, like you said, your game can be as pretty as you fucking want it to be, but if it's shit, it's shit. So,
I just don't get it. I mean, Diablo, I guess they were a pioneer. I mean, they were far from the first top-down isometric RPG.
right.
But they did do that one very right. Like, I can take apart World of Warcraft. I won't do it because I know there's a lot of lovers of it. But World of Warcraft is just a combination of some of the good things and some of the bad things of all the MMOs I've already played that came out well before it. Mm-hmm. And they didn't even do all of that right. They couldn't even take all of the good things. They just took some of them and then threw some crap together. And I played World of Warcraft for 3 or 4 years. It was a good game, undoubtedly. But it wasn't the best. It wasn't an original. So, I mean, Diablo, I'll give them credit. They kind of, in a way, pioneered that top-down RPG loot grind market. But everything else is just... It's just a rehashing of old crap. So is it can't be marketing, because there's virtually no marketing for World of Warcraft. Or Hearthstone.
No, but think about it. They are the Apple of the games industry, right? That's your own phrase.
It is. You quoted
Apple
me.
is incredibly popular for refining what other people have already done. That's the key.
It's not even refining, though. It's just repackaging.
Yeah, with a new aesthetic. What if it's only the aesthetic that is a refinement? That's all it takes, obviously. I mean, what does Hearthstone, Heroes of the Storm have over League of Legends? It doesn't have an item system, and it's prettier. That's it. They're essentially the same damn game, but they took out and refined a few specific things. Bam, hit game. Do what somebody else did well, and just make it a little different. They got it.
Oh, it's mind-boggling to me.
Well, see, Mark and I are carpenters, so what we need to do is take the house and add a key feature or two and make $1 bazillion. We got to refine the house.
Put a urinal in it. That's
Yes!
my idea. Urinal in the garage.
Standard half-bath urinals.
I don't think it'll work.
You don't think it'll work? Damn.
No.
Dudes buy houses.
Dudes do buy houses, but the old ladies make decisions. Let's not bullshit and lie here. All right? It's the truth. I got, minimum say in this bitch, so...
I got a lot of say in buying my house.
No, I did not.
Mostly
Donna
because
pretty much made that decision.
all I really wanted was to be left alone.
That's all I want to. So I don't get much say in anything that goes on.
I didn't get
It's
my
true.
basement.
You give them all the say, and hopefully you get some time. You're doing everything in
basement
exchange
level.
for time.